Hey guys, this is Anita. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is March TBR. March TBR is going to be little bit different. I am planning to read all books by female authors. Last 2 years, my reading is dominated by buddy reads. Most of the read-alongs I took part in, most of the buddy reads I took part in, they are books written by male authors. I don't regret reading them. I found some of my all-time favorite books because of these read-alongs, and I found some of my all-time favorite authors. At the same time, I got behind in reading books by female authors. Some of them are actually by my favorite authors. Because of my buddy reads, I pushed them back. Even this year, almost all my read-alongs I planned are by male authors. For example, right now I'm in the middle of Tchaikovsky read-along. We are reading the Final Architecture trilogy, and I'll be reading Fencer trilogy by Parker, and I'll be reading Great Course with Allen. I don't want to get behind to read female authors even this year. So I want to put some effort in scheduling the books written by female authors. Since March 8th is Women's Day, I think even this month is celebrated as Women's History Month. I decided to do all books written by female authors this month. I am even taking a pause from my Tchaikovsky read along. That is a big deal, but I decided to stick to it for this month. Without any further ado, let's see what I'm planning to read. The first book on my TBR is Tales from Earthsea by Ursula K. Le Guin. I think I read book 4 Tehanu in December 2022. That became my all-time favorite book. I was actually going to read last two books in Earthsea series in January and February of last year, but I got overwhelmed with my buddy reads and I did not read at all. But this month I'm going to pick up this book 5 Tales from Earthsea, and hopefully I'll pick up that final book soon and finish this series. After reading Tehanu, my expectations on this next two books are through the roof, but I trust Le Guin, and this is a short story collection, and I'm sure we'll revisit almost all main characters. So I'm looking forward to pick this up. And next book on my TBR is Dawn by Octavia E. Butler. This is book 1 in Xenogenesis series. Butler is one of my favorite authors. I read Parable of Sever and Parable of Talents in 2021 and Kindred in 2022. I want to read everything by her, and I planned this for 2023. I wanted to binge this trilogy. That was one of my goals for last year, and I failed in that. So I have to catch up on that. I want to finish this trilogy at least this year. Butler's books aren't easy to read. She explores difficult themes but very compelling. Synopsis of this book is giving me the same vibes. I think this is a dystopian setting. I think aliens try to inhabit Earth by merging with humans without consent. I think Butler is going to explore the gray area of consent in this book. So trigger warning for sexual assault. But I trust Butler. I'm sure she will keep my attention on the themes of this book rather than the uncomfortable scenes. That's what she did in Parable of the Severed, so fingers crossed for that. And the next book on my TBR is Spinning Silver by Naomi Novik. This is the only buddy read for me in March. Actually, we were supposed to read this in 2023 as well. I pushed it to this year. I'm reading this with Evie, K. Fox and Alethea. I did not know much about this book other than that this is the retelling of Rumpelstiltskin. I cannot pronounce that. I practiced it, but I still can't pronounce that. Anyway, but I don't remember the story of Rumpelstiltskin actually. I think there is something to do with gold weaving. That's all I can remember. Since I don't remember, it's almost like going in blind, but I know this is well loved in BookTube, so I am super excited for it. Next book on my TBR is The Starless Sea by Erin Morgenstern, another book which is there on my TBR from long time. Actually, I wanted to read this in 2022. I included this in my 5-star predictions list in 2022, but it did not happen. I read Night Circus by the same author, though it's not a favorite of mine. I like her writing and I like the whimsical nature of the story. So I am expecting the same thing from this book. From synopsis, I'm getting the same vibe. It sounds like story within a story kind of book. I love books like that. So I'm hoping this would work for me. And next two books are going to be self-pub. I have so many self-pub arcs pending from last year. Since this is going to be all female author TBR, I'm going to pick two books by female authors. The first one is Of Thieves and Shadows by VSH Garcia. I got Yark from the author last year. The cover is what attracted me first. Then I looked at the synopsis and I immediately knew it would work for me. The setting in the world sounds rich and it looks like there is going to be found family trope and quest trope and going against a dictator. All are my favorite tropes, so I'm super excited for it. And the next self-pub book I'm going to pick up is The Bloodstones by my friend Tori Tekken. I heard nothing but good things about this book. Actually, during promotions, I attended all live shows hosted by Tori. So it feels like I already know these characters. So I'm looking forward to meet them on page and fall in love with them. Also, audiobook is narrated by another friend, Andrew D. Meredith. I already read his books and I listened to his narration and I loved it. So I'm super excited for this book. Also, I'm a little bit nervous because this is written by my friend and I want to like this book. That's it. I kept it simple. All books are between 300 and 500 pages. So I'm hoping I would be able to get to all of them. Also, there is another book, The Smoke That Thunders. This is an Edgali arc, YA based on African mythology. I already started this book. I am 100 pages into it and I'm liking it a lot. I am hoping to finish it by the end of February. I'm filming this couple of days early. I still have 2 days left in February, so I'm hoping to finish by them. If not, I'll finish early in March. It is by female author, so there is no problem there. I like the variety of books I'm reading. I think this is what we can do if we are not overwhelmed with buddy reads. We have that freedom to choose. I'm also planning some content specific to female characters and female authors for this month, so keep tuned for that. That's all from me. Let me know what you are planning to read and what are you most excited about. Please like, comment and subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye bye.